Yeah, there we go, right there. There it is. There we go.
Been too many times.
No, there it is, right there. What's good?
Yeah.
Talk that talk, family. I go by the name of Bake, and I got my co-host here.
Yeah.
My brother, it's been a minute, man, but we figured it out. It's been busy. It's been a lot going on, but we've been able to get back in the booth, and we're here for another edition of Talk That Talk podcast, man.
Yeah.
Brother, why don't you introduce yourself one
Hey,
time?
man, it's your boy, Mr. Too Many Reasons himself, a.k.a. Himothy Poirier.
What?
Himothy Poirier. Himothy, because I'm him. That's my 2K name, Himothy Poirier. So if Himothy. That's my French.
Poirier.
It's my French name when
That
I go to Paris.
sounds like almost like a alcohol beverage.
It could be. That if I do one,
Himothy Poirier.
if I do one, that's gonna be the name. It's gonna be a tequila too. It sounds like it's supposed to be a cognac,
Cognac.
but it's gonna be a tequila.
Hey guys, welcome to some
Y'all tried that too?
Himothy
Poirier.
Yeah,
man,
it's a good cognac.
Nah, it's a tequila.
Tequila.
It's gonna be a tequila.
So it's not a cognac.
It's not gonna be a cognac.
It's a tequila.
It's gonna be a tequila.
Anyway, man, welcome back, family, to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast, man. We missed you. We got TK episodes.
CK. This man. I can't. This is crazy.
CK. Yep, my
This is
bad.
crazy.
We got CK episode dropping next week.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to make that, man, because I had a Christian tournament that I had to partake in. But
He was on his Tiger Woo.
Yeah, my Tiger Woo. We did all right. We finished in the top 10.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Top
saying?
10.
Top 10.
We
Top
got-
10.
You know what? We got to bring that back.
My bad. It's been a minute.
We got to bring that back. We got to bring back our Talk That Talk top 5.
Top 5, yeah.
We got to bring that back.
We got to bring the top 5 back. We got to bring top 5 back.
Yeah.
But to start off with some NFL Combine news, Xaiver Worthy.
That boy fast.
He just broke the NFL Combine 40-time record.
4-1.
4-2. What did Deion run?
I don't remember.
I thought he ran a 4-2.
Nah, John Ross had the record.
What was that?
It was a 4-2-2.
And he just ran a 4-2-1.
4-2-1.
Xaiver, he's a Fresno native.
Fresno native, went to Central High School.
And he was a track star then.
Yes.
One of the fastest in the nation.
Yes.
And now you're seeing why he's fast.
Fast like a NASCAR.
And he's about to be going at least probably top 10.
Hey, he's moved himself up. I don't know if he's going to go top 10.
Maybe first round?
Listen.
First round.
He's moved himself first round.
You thinking first round?
First round for sure.
Who's going to take him? I take him. Atlanta Falcons need a speedster. We need somebody that can
take the top off the defense. There
yes,
you go. I got you.
Yeah,
You was about to say something.
Yeah,
real
I was about to say something
worthy.
real. I was about to say something real crazy, boy. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
I got you. Cap.
But yeah, man. So as far as just anything in the combine, man, I've been checking out a little bit. I saw that D lineman dog, 297 pounds, ran a 4.7.
Moving.
Bruh.
Just imagine him chasing you down.
Bro, it's not fair.
Like him chasing you down?
Bro, I'm happy. I don't
Just
play
thinking like
football.
you get loose and like you run like them little, because I feel like he gonna chase you down on like one of those little like wide receiver screens where you catch it and you like, oh, I got a little boop, boop, boop. And then you get
I don't want none of that.
I
don't want none of that.
Anybody, listen, any big fella, 290 plus.
Facts.
Running a sub 5.
That's crazy. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. It's OD. I'm being 100% honest with you, dog. I'm happy I don't play football no more. Because back in the day, I was fast, so there wasn't a lot of big men running no 4.7s. They was like 5 flat. Yeah. I ran like 4.5, so I'm good. I'm at least 5 seconds. I get you cut, get you moving, boom, boom. I'm out of there. Yeah. But now you're talking about that's 2 seconds. 2 seconds, man.
Because you got right now, you got defensive linemen. Yeah. D ends that's at like
right.
235, 240. 100%. They out here running 4.4s.
4.4s.
You feel me? It's a wide receiver today.
It's not fair.
It's a wide receiver today, right? So Worthy ran a 4.21.
Yeah.
Put this in perspective. So wide receiver today, I'm mad I can't remember the young man's name, but he weighs close to 30 pounds more than Worthy.
Yeah.
And he ran a 4.3.
Wow. Well,
think about that, bro.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'2".
Let's take him. I love.
It's just mine. It's mine.
I'm just saying. Yo, Xavier, you know I got double love friends though, but dog, he got 20. Because I'm thinking of the long term, man. Like, look, Xavier is a speedster, bro. But you know what happens?
He's a good route runner, too.
No,
I'm saying.
Routes and hands, speedster, all that. But you know, based off history, man, they don't have a lot of long. They have longevity, but they don't have consistency of staying healthy, dog. Because the league be hitting, man.
And see, a lot of that is too is like they so explosive.
Yeah.
Right? And, and those soft tissue injuries always seem
to get them hammy.
Because they just so explosive.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You know, and
Julio Jones, one of them, man, specimen.
Yeah.
He was healthy for a little bit, and then eventually, as he got older, it just hamstring,
it started
quad,
deteriorating,
ankle.
And it's crazy because it's like it's not their fault. It's just because they're still training and working on their body.
Right.
Because even Xavier should be coming in probably about 2021.
Facts.
He's still a young, like he still ain't even fully exercised all his muscle fibers.
Right.
So he's still in development, and he's not going to get slower. He can almost get faster a little bit or maintain it. So
now, here's a question though, because we was having a debate for Lil Jack's B-Day, and we was talking about that. We was talking about how old should you be eligible to go into the draft?
I mean, well, look, we had a dude this year who just went back to college for his 8th year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That man just went back to Miami, and he's an 8th year guy.
This is what happens when you start paying people in college.
I ain't gotta leave.
I ain't gotta leave.
This money good,
this
right?
Is $200,000.
This money good right here. What I gotta leave for? But I just feel like I feel like circumstances should dictate things.
Okay.
But you know, because you got quarterbacks that's entering the league 23, 24. Like Jaden Daniels is about to be 22, 23.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow entered at an older age.
Yeah. So if you had to pick an age though,
I would say you shouldn't be no older than 23, 24 if you're coming out of college.
Got you.
Like if you were one of those dudes that came out of college and then, you know, you went to XFL, UFL, and then you finally got your shot down the line, like you went Canadian, then I don't really matter. I feel like coming straight out of college.
What about the, like, if you had to, let's say if you can pick an age when you can be eligible for the draft, though, not necessarily like how old you should be to get drafted.
I think you should only have to be 2 years removed from high school.
2 years?
2 years. Because and that's 1920. Because some people graduate at 17. Yeah. So I say as long as you are 2 years removed, because right now the rule is 3, but I think in football you need college for that, so they could put the weight on you. You need them to go do that, because once you get to the league, it's really kind of like on you. But in college, they you know, the strength and training, the eating, they set everything up for you to add weight and all that kind of stuff.
So you don't think they should be able to do one and done?
Hell no. Your body not ready.
But I mean, at the end of the day, your body ain't gonna never be ready.
Yeah, but you need at least 2 years in college, man.
I mean, look at this right now. Let's pay attention to the running backs right now that's in the league.
Yeah.
Right? That's like top five top running backs that are not franchise tags, so they're gonna be in a free agent market.
Yeah.
And they're barely 20-some years old, and they already have been hurt already. So my thing is, look, if you waited 3 years and you still getting hurt, you might as well take those 2-3 years in the league and then give yourself a little bit more longevity playing in the league. Because here's my thing. College football, even though it's a little bit slower, it's probably a lot slower because you still got those players. You know, the best of the best is in the NFL.
Teams.
The teams, overall. Right? The teams overall.
Everybody ain't stacked the same way.
Exactly. And so my thing is this. If my top running backs are only 26, 25 right now, and they have already been injured, dog. And they only been in the league for probably like 2, 3, maybe 4 years, tops. Bruh, I might as well just get you the 2 years before that. Get 1 year in college. Because I feel like you should be able to get as enough weight as you can to play if you're starting. Now, if you're starting, I feel like you need 1. If you're not starting and you're coming off the bench, 2 years.
But that gets real murky. Because the thing is not every position you can just walk in and go play. So that's why you have to make it universal. Running back is that position that, you feel me, you can show up and, go run the ball, man. 25 zone, 23 counter, however the NFL says it, but we just saying, our lamix terms.
Right.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You feel me? But as a quarterback, those two, the jump from high school to college, and the college to the pros, you're gonna need to be in a pro style offense for the most part. Or, everything's kind of spread now anyway.
Yeah.
But you're gonna need that time, at least 2 years, especially as a starter, to go out there and learn. Because there's quarterbacks that be in college for 3 to 4 years and get to the NFL and still can't read a damn defense.
That's what I'm saying. So here's my thing. I think if we making it universal, I feel like you should have a choice to leave after your first year. If you feel like you're ready, I don't think we should be the deciding factors, because I feel like what it is at the end of the day, they can stay if they want to because they're getting paid. Right,
yeah, that's the biggest thing. But that's a part of the development.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're getting paid, right? But it just depends. To me, I feel like you should be able to get up out of there in 1 year if you want to.
Let me ask you this: so a lot of it is set up to where a lot of dudes go to the league and they've graduated with some kind of paperwork degree. So if the NFL doesn't necessarily work out, dudes can become accountants and.
But remember, I said it's their choice. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying if that's you, it's just like for basketball players. Yeah. If y'all want to go, it's your choice. It's like you can stay and get your degree regardless. Yeah. But it's a choice. I feel like at least you get 1 year in your belt. Yeah. After your 1 year, you're eligible, because if you think about the time frame and the how much these guys are lasting in the league, right? It doesn't look like they lasted that long. Like I said, the top 5 backs are in free agent, and the only one that's really been crushing it, got a contract and has been consistent, is Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, but Derrick Henry too.
Or Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's set to be a free agent.
Yeah,
possibly.
But he's about to be a free agent. You got Barkley about to be a free agent. Jacobs about to be a free agent. Who else?
What's the name? Jonathan Taylor ended up signing his deal, so
so he's good.
But you get
but they're hurt already. Some big injuries already, and then I'm just saying they should have the choice. Now, if you choose to do it, that's totally up to you. But
I
think
just know the consequences if it
that's
don't
what I'm
pan
saying.
out.
That's what I'm saying. But here, I always say this: school ain't going nowhere. If you want to go back to school, you go back to school.
You just won't be playing.
You just won't be playing.
You just gonna be a regular guy.
You're gonna be a regular guy. If you ain't playing in the NFL, you're gonna be a regular guy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of online classes. So but it's like I said, man. I've enjoyed watching the combine. Tez Walker out of North Carolina, another receiver. This is probably the most complete. This is kind of like the deepest as far as depth. Wide receiver core in a while. The quarterback room is pretty solid too. Depending on your cup of tea, because after the first 3, then it starts getting real murky to the league. You got J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan that people are very high on. People are having, people like Michael Penix but have questions about his health. Bo Nix out there in Oregon, people like him. It's a quarterback from Tulane.
That's crazy, man, about the health.
And the crazy thing is, on my way here, I was just talking to my pops, and I told him, I said, when it comes to a quarterback's health, I wouldn't be too concerned because you're supposed to protect him anyway.
Come on, man.
Now, when it comes to when we were talking about wide receivers, DBs, and all them, when they have health issues like soft tissue,
that's a little bit different.
I would be a lot bit more concerned if they've had fractures in their foot and all that kind of stuff, because they're expected to be explosive and do all the extra.
That's that Badunu Abnagada though, man. Come on, man. This dude, Heisman winner, and you telling me now you concerned about his health?
That's been a knock. But that has been the question mark: is can he stay? How durable?
Well, if you block for him, he'll stay healthy. Have you seen he made it to the national championship?
Yeah. See, but the crazy thing is both his ACL injuries that he suffered in Indiana was because he was running. He got out the pocket and he ran. Those weren't pocket injuries. Those are just legitimately. Yeah. He stepped and it gave out type situation. So
you can't do nothing about that. But it's been fun. Yeah, watching some NFL combine, man. It'd be interesting in a couple of in a month. In a month
and some change.
Some change, right? Like April 21st,
April 25th,
25th, right?
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. We'll be knowing where they going. And I don't know. Our coach, man, you think he's talking about trying to get another quarterback, dog, and And it's a lot of rumors talking about we're going to get Justin Fields.
People are also throwing out Russell Wilson to y'all.
I wouldn't mind Russ. I ain't going to hold you. I wouldn't mind Russ. Get Russ and give me a speedsters. I ain't going to hold you. But if we get Russ, we got to give up something to get him.
No, here's the thing. Right now, so Russ is scheduled to make $38 million this year, no matter what. Hear me. But that's because the Broncos owe him that. The Broncos can cut him. They're going to have to pay him that $38 million, and then y'all can sign him for a league minimum at like $2 million.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
You feel me? And then,
come on over.
See, the other thing is,
cheap labor.
If y'all not really feeling Ritter, y'all can still draft a young quarterback, have him kind of sit behind Russ. Somebody else.
I like Ritter. I just think he's young. I think
he just got thrown in the fire too soon.
That. I think with him. Is number one, our receiving core don't make it easier for him at times. Number two, I think he hones in on one receiver and he makes unlegitimate. What is it? What do they call?
What?
I don't know. Unlegitimate. I'm trying to get the word out, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. He makes unadvised throws. That's what I'm thinking.
Unadvised.
Yeah, unadvised throws at times where it's like, I don't know where you throwing. It's like he thinks that it's going to be there, but they never there. I'm not mad at him because that was actually his first year, in my opinion.
That was his first year?
That was his first year.
And he was still flipping top. I think when you have a young quarterback, you have to just keep him out there. Right. The whole flipping back and forth, and you can't.
Because we was trying to win, dog. We was literally, Heineke was helping us out. And then Heineke was acting real Heineke. He was a little faded a little bit.
And then you went back to Ritter. So it's like, that's why I just feel like you gotta do.
It's different. I get what you're saying, but it's different when you're in contentions for a division, because it was like our division was like right there.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think Ritter was no worse than the rest of the quarterbacks.
Heineken had his on a 3-game win streak,
and then he put y'all on a 2-game lose streak
because he got hurt.
Yeah, that's between him and God.
He pulled his hammy.
That's between him and God.
Oh, yeah. He ain't got nothing to do with that. But anyway, we'll see how this thing going to play out, man.
We got a lot of football to talk,
a whole
man.
lot of football. It's crazy, man. Football's right there.
Football don't end.
I know. It never ends, man. Let's talk about real quick before we get into some playoff pictures. What are your thoughts on the Chiefs in the NFL grading scheme where they wasn't satisfied with their general manager, and they wasn't satisfied with the facility and the food, and they got like an F on grades, but Andy Reid got an A. Everything else got a bad grade.
I saw that.
How do you feel about that?
It's just upgrading. You got to upgrade. You got to continue to upgrade. I mean, you get complacent because you think what you're doing is helping, but you got to continue to upgrade. Got to upgrade the training facilities and all that. Because when they came to Vegas, the Chiefs players they was looking around like, damn.
Vegas is nice, state of the art.
The whole,
but what's your thoughts? I get what you're saying.
Because the Raiders got a lot of good grades. I think if I looked at the same, if we're looking at the same grade report, I think the Raiders finished like 6th.
Yeah, they was real good.
We was real high
because y'all got a new stadium, so of course y'all gonna have everything. Y'all gonna have good state of the art. But look at this though.
Yeah,
like I kind of like it. I kind of get what Chad Ocho was talking when he was talking to Unc. He was saying, like, I like that mindset. Like, keep that greedy mindset. Like, that grit. Like, yo.
We still from the slums.
We still from the slums. Like, hey, we won 3 with this environment.
We still better than all y'all.
I don't want to get you the good stuff because if I get you the good stuff, because the people with the good stuff ain't winning.
Ain't winning. Yeah, I mean, you get complacent. You know how it is. You start eating real good.
Eating that good food.
You start
to take things for granted.
Yeah, you start gaining a little bit more weight.
Yeah.
You feel
it's like that dude, when you single, you in that gym, you fit. You know what I'm talking about?
Nice.
You looking real nice because you single mode, but once you get that chick and she cooking and y'all eating, and y'all be eating late too. You know, I don't know what it is. When you in a relationship, you niggas always eat late. Yeah. Like 1 in the morning.
Because it's be long days.
It be
just be long days. You feel me? We both get home 6:30.
Yeah.
Then somebody got to see you had a conversation. You look at each other like, which one of y'all gonna cook? Will you go cook? So then y'all decide to go cook because it's one of y'all tired. So that's 7:38. By the time you done, it's 9.
Oh man,
yeah,
it'd be crazy though. It'd be like, yo,
I know.
And when you eat, you ain't eating nothing healthy. It's like,
we eat healthy. We be eating healthy. The wife just made.
She getting right.
Yeah, I mean, she just made, what's today? Today's Saturday.
What she make? What's this make?
Thursday, because because I had already ate prior to her cooking, but on Thursday because I had it for lunch.
Man,
fire.
Last night you were talking about you had
That's
some
what I'm saying. I did. This was leftovers. So Thursday she cooked. Yeah. I ate that for lunch.
What was that?
And for dinner. She made this chicken. Like she baked it.
Yeah.
Seasoned it.
Yeah.
Put up created her little sauce or whatever that was on there. Bro. And then she had made this the red potatoes with the string bean mixed together.
Red potatoes with the string beans mixed.
Bro.
Put it together.
Bro. So I had the chicken with the red potato string bean combo.
It was fire.
Bro.
Turned you right.
Man.
Got you right.
Had it for lunch.
Yeah.
And I knew we had leftovers, so I'm like, oh, I can't wait till later.
Yeah.
I got this again.
Yeah.
I had to run that back.
You had to run it back.
Yeah. That's one of her meals that's
You're
never.
Like, hey, you gotta run that back.
Yeah, and like I said, it was something simple, but
right.
it was something simple, but something different than she has cooked.
Yeah.
Previous, and it was fire.
No, that's good, man. I think, one thing women appreciate is when a man enjoys their cooking, boy.
Oh yeah,
it's a beautiful thing when you got a girl that can cook.
Yes,
boy. It's like she be willing to cook more often because she love to get your reaction.
Yeah, man. Listen. My first time, second time, first or second time, I went over to the crib,
right,
and she cooked.
Okay,
and I was like, "Oh, I can get this
on the
Yeah,
record.
we good."
Bruh, I'm telling you, bruh, when you in that process of dating, dog, and you get to experience some things, you be like,
man, that's what I'm saying.
I got this on the regular.
Yeah, I had to run, and then she came to the crib. I had to cook something up for her, let her know,
what was your cook? What was the meal?
So when she came through, I made baked chicken.
Okay.
With barbecue. I think do we have rice? I want to say, I don't know if it was rice. It was something. It was a starch. I can't remember which starch. But I had mixed veggies.
Okay.
Had a little corn mixed with a little.
Don't tell me you did the bag. You put the bag.
Nah. I mean, it was frozen, but what am I supposed to do? It was frozen corn and frozen string beans, or it was a canned string beans, frozen corn. But I mixed it, so we had the mixed veggies. Hey, but the chicken I made the chicken.
I know I said, but you was in college, so it makes sense. You was in college.
I was grown. I was grown. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you a lie to you. Nah, I ain't gonna do that talk. That talk.
I got you, girl. I'm about to get this bag.
But I mean, look, I had the seasoned chicken. I made some solid baked chicken.
I'm a cook-a-dare. It's a cook-a-sewer. I'm a cook-a-sewer.
You're a cook-a-sewer?
Yeah. You know they got like what's the other word?
A connoisseur?
Connoisseur. But I'm a cook-a-sewer. For me,
this is crazy.
Like I get it. I remember one time I was in a relationship with my ex or whatever the case may be. I'm telling you how I did it. This man
about to give us a story.
I'm about to give you
that much time.
No, I know. We done at 6, right?
I think 5:45 ish.
Oh, okay. We about to be right there. But let me tell you this, man. I mean, one time when I had to pop the question to actually be my shorty, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I had the vibe at the house like it was a restaurant. Had the dim lights, had the candles on the table, had the music in the background playing.
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh yeah. I sauteed up. I marinated some steak. This when your boy was eating that red meat, boy.
Yeah, you was.
I had the sauteed steak.
You sauteed some steak.
Sauteed some steak with some potatoes. Then I made some grilled shrimp. And then I had some steamed broccoli and carrots. I cut him up.
Wow.
I was getting Chef Boyardee up in there. Yes.
You know how long I've been knowing him, and I ain't never got a meal like this. This is bullshit.
But no, man, it was good, dog.
It sounds good. Not bad. No, he ain't never. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm cooking over here. You should just come through. I ain't never.
If the thing that I'm working on falls, everything works out.
Listen,
I'm gonna invite you over to dinner.
I already told you I'm coming to spend the night.
I'm gonna have like a Sunday dinner once a month.
I'm taking that second room downstairs. I've already made up my mind.
But no, man. But shout out to we didn't put on tangent, man. I'm just saying, fellas, look, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Get your woman that cook.
Every time I finish a meal, and I cook something, I tell the wife, hey, better get you a man that you can cook, ladies. I'm trying to tell you what, because it also becomes fun, because me and the wife have had times we've cooked together.
Right.
It's a bonding thing,
It's
man.
beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a bonding thing when you can cook together. Like I really look forward to Thanksgiving. Why? Because we both in there going up. You feel me? Like I look forward to those kind of situations because it's fun. And then it's cool because we also alternate. Some nights I cook, some nights she cook.
That's dope.
I just this pasta that I've made, that's kind of mine. It's just crock pot pasta.
Ooh, crock pot pasta.
Yeah, crock pot 3-cheese pasta.
Well, you lost me with the cheese, boy. I be constipated.
Yeah, so it's a crock pot chicken 3-cheese pasta.
Ooh, it's almost like a 7-layer dip type vibe with pasta.
Yeah, but you get because you allow the chicken to cook in the crock pot for like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then you come in and throw the noodles.
Ooh.
And then after that, you still do the seasoning. And then you throw the 3 cheese. You season the cheese and you let that cook for about another 45.
And it hit.
Yeah, you got to come through and try that.
It's almost like macaroni chicken pasta.
You have to come through and try that.
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
That sounds pretty lit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Anyway, brother about to be hungry after this. Anyway,
I'm
man.
burgers tonight.
Moving on to the Phil Jackson 40-20 rule.
Phil,
the man who won, what he got, 7, 8?
Who, Phil?
Yeah, how many?
Phil got 11.
He got 11 of them things.
Well, if you include his plan, he got 13.
Well, 13. He got 13 championships.
Yeah, it's a lot
so you
of
know the
rings.
man know how to win.
Yeah.
But he has this philosophy. He says the first team or the teams who are
who reach
in the
40
wins before they get 20 losses are always in the contentions to win it all.
Yeah.
So if we had to look at those teams, I believe it's Boston.
Mm-hmm.
It's Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I believe who else? Is
Denver in there?
I think it was Denver in there. Denver and
Did Milwaukee make the cut? They had started doing some.
I think Milwaukee, because Milwaukee ain't got 20 losses yet.
They ain't got 40 wins either.
Yeah, they do.
They got 37,
Dude,
38.
you sure? Let's look.
Let's look. I think I just saw 38.
Let's see real quick. Let's see. NBA, the standing real quick.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah. Bum,
There we go. Milwaukee.
Bum, bum,
Where is it at?
Hey.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Standings.
Talk that talk.
Milwaukee does.
They got
They have 40 wins and 21. The Cavaliers has 39. Yeah, they got 40. That's it. It's just Boston,
and
Milwaukee. Then you have Minnesota, Denver, and OKC.
So 5 teams.
Those are the 5. So out of those 5 teams, who has the best chance of winning it?
Right now,
Yeah.
if I had to put my bread on somebody,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to the Celtics. Because they just right now, man, they're just playing a complete brand of basketball. Kristaps Porzingis has changed their team dynamic so much. You feel me? You know he leads the league in post-up scores. He leads. He leads the league in post-up scoring.
That's crazy.
Because what happens is Boston's offense is hunting the switch, and so what they're doing is they get Jaylen Brown or Tatum in a pick and roll situation with Kristaps.
Right.
They get that switch, and Kristaps will go post up. Now you got a dude that's 6'6", guarding a dude that's 7'2".
Yeah.
And he's not settling and being around the perimeter.
Yeah.
He's right there at the basket just getting easy buckets. And when you've talked about over the years what Boston has always lacked. Easy buckets.
Right.
The perimeter guys can go one-on-one, but we know that's not sustainable to go win a championship. Everybody ain't the Warriors. And they not shooting like Steph. Let's just call that what it is.
Right.
So because if you're not shooting like Steph, teams that have won championships generate easy buckets. The Nuggets with Jokic, they're going to find a way to get easy buckets when things hit the fans. When the Lakers won with LeBron and AD, easy buckets. Milwaukee with Giannis getting to the rim, easy buckets. If you are going to be when Boston lost to the Warriors, they never got no easy buckets.
Right.
Everything was a try hard.
Right.
Everything was hard. So right now, because they are able to generate easy buckets, I like Boston.
You know, that's not a bad pick. I just think in order for that pick to last, Porzingis just got to be healthy, man. He's been even
He's
this
been
year.
healthy this year. He was healthy last year. He was healthy last year.
But he got hurt this year. He was out for a while, and then he's back. And I think he gives them a great chance. I really do. If they don't win it this year, man, they just got to blow it up.
Gotta blow it up.
Yeah,
they just gave Jaylen Brown
man,
$300 million.
They gotta do something, man. Because bro, you got everything you need. You got a big, you got a point guard, you got a lockdown defender, you got two big wings that can score and play defense, and then you got a nice depth in the bench. So there's no excuse why you shouldn't be able to win it. But I will say the one team, and I gotta go with the Denver Nuggets right now because they've been there before. They've already won one, and they got one of the dudes that's always finding ways to win games, man. Like they was down by 15 to Golden State just a few days ago, and they was able to get that thing right back and then look back. Yeah. And they ended up winning by 15 points. And so I think with Jokic, the Joker is just somebody who's always a card that you got to be afraid of. Especially if you're playing I Declare Ward, you know what I mean? The big joker always win. And so I really think that they have the size, and they haven't been healthy, and they still winning.
Yeah, I mean, they not healthy right now. Jamal Murray has an ankle injury.
Yeah, and he's been on and off or whatever the case may be. But I would say the Nuggets.
But they're not winning if Jamal Murray's not healthy.
But he's going to be healthy. That's why they're trying to take time to make sure he's healthy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Their team is one of those teams that they can't afford an injury. Like, because it's so like they can't afford a Jamal Murray.
Everybody got a role.
Yeah.
And if they lose that role, they have no depth.
They don't have no real guy that can just step into that role.
They got depth, but their depth is still young. I feel like 2-3 years, they're gonna be nice.
Yeah, because everybody be able to step up until like if Jamal Murray's good, it's like, okay, we can fulfill that.
But here's the thing, though. I think if Jamal Murray go down, this is where
Reggie Jackson.
Not Reggie Jackson. This is where my man Porter has to be the guy because he
don't do nothing besides shoot.
That's what I'm saying. He has to be able to put that ball on the floor and create easier buckets for him. Because when he does,
he can't do that, babe. That's
no, he
not his
does.
game.
No, sometimes he does. He just don't do it all the time. Like you got to think about it. He's about 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he and you make it easier, if he can even get some post ups. Like I think for the offseason, my man Porter has to work on his post work game. That mid range, that turn and face, fade away. If he add that to, he'd be unstoppable. Because then you have two ways. You got Jokic who's gonna be able to pass. Then you got Gordon that could be in a dunker spot, and then you got Porter right there.
I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
Because he kind of mentioned it when he was on the pivot, and I gotta watch the episode, but it was something that he was alluding to. Because of his injury history with his back, I think that's why his game has been more perimeter orientated.
Because he don't want to injure.
He don't want to injure himself.
Yeah.
He don't want that constant. You're in the post.
You get that, yeah.
You feel me? So I think a part of the reason why he avoids really working on that part of his game, and I could be wrong. I'm not. This is not a fact. I'm just saying. I think that plays a role into why his game is the way his game. Is, and it's a good game. The boy got game. But I don't think he's ever going to become that guy that can, because they can face you up, say, okay, I'm gonna get into the post, hit you with a couple of moves. I don't think that's what he's going to turn into. Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's going to be it's difficult to have him step up into that playmaking role because that's just I don't think that's what he is.
But I do want to give a shout out to Minnesota and OKC because. To be in the mix and be hooping and right now Minnesota's leading the division right now.
They're leading the West.
I didn't see this coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought they'd be like a 5 or 6 seed.
Where they was at last year, basically. Bottom half
to
of the
be
league.
The top seed, dog. Yeah. The top seed.
Well, Anthony Edwards is taking that turn.
Yeah.
And then they figured out how they can play with two bigs. Right. Which, me, I'm a big two bigs playing fan. Yeah. Yeah. Because it creates different kind of things if you have a true center, right? Like so Goldberg, he occupies the paint. Right. Karl Anthony Towns is an inside-outside guy. Right. So that means they're not going to always be in the way. Right. Then when one of them's off the court, you always got a 7-footer on the court. Right. So you always got solid rim protection and ways to get easy buckets. So that opens the floor for Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley. I forgot who was the other starter. I think McDaniels is the other starter. And they're just playing. The thing is what I don't understand at times and I guess it goes more towards the Lakers or any other older team.
Yeah.
Is when you look at talent level, just on the surface.
Come on.
It's like, how do these coaches get these young dudes to play at a premium level?
Yeah.
But your team just can't do that too. And when I'm looking at the talent, I'm like, I don't really see a big talent gap. You feel me?
Right.
Between a lot of these teams. But I'm looking at OKC, outside of Chet and Shea, the common NBA fan can't tell me nobody else on OKC.
What you mean they got Williams?
I said the common, just like the just the normal.
Oh yeah,
you
my
feel,
bad. Yeah,
you feel me?
They
Like me and you, because we watched the league.
Yeah, they got some hoopers. They got some dogs over there, and they got height. They got my boy from Alabama. They got. They got some dogs.
But I'm just saying they don't have no outside. I said Chet and Shea,
and they just got Hayward too.
Chet and Shea are the household names,
right?
You feel me? Like when you watch, because the Lakers are a premium team, but you can watch the Lakers, be like, oh yeah, I know Reeves and D'Lo.
Well, but see, here's the thing: you only know them because of what team that. I guarantee you, those guys that they're
in OKC, they're probably popular.
If they were no, if they was playing on the Lakers, they'll be popular too. If Williams and my boy from Alabama was playing on the Lakers, they'll be. It's all about your market at the end of the day. Like they don't show a lot of OKC games. Number one, and unless you a real OKC fan
or just a real basketball fan,
or a basketball fan, like you're not watching OKC games over like a Boston, over a Golden State.
But I'm just saying. But overall, those are a lot of young dudes. And when you look at the league is pretty young. This ain't a veteran savvy league.
No.
You got to think about this. Damian Lillard is the oldest dude on the Milwaukee Bucks. And Dame is only like 31, 32.
Yeah.
He ain't even old. You feel me? Like LeBron is old.
Yeah.
At 38. And in relative, 39. And in relative years, he's old in basketball years, but young in society.
Yeah, he's still young.
He's still young.
But basketball years, this boy didn't put a lot of, I know what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. But like when you're looking at how young talent is just producing, and you got guys who are vets to a certain extent. That's it's just like I said, it's a weird dynamic. But like I said, I attribute that to the coaching aspect because these coaches are really maximizing their young talent.
Here's the thing too,
and demanding.
I get it. The coaches play a major role, but I think these young talented guys on these teams are buying into their role and they're playing their role to the fullest.
Exactly.
And I think
believe that too.
I think sometimes
but the coach has to garner your role and then you specialize it.
It's so complicated at times, man, because it's like depending on the market, depending on where you're at. I know like those guys, like for example, D'Lo, when he was in Minnesota, hooping.
He was. And even when he was in Brooklyn, he was
hooping. And then they brought him to L.A., and he was hooping a little bit, but you can tell he kind of feathered off in the big moments or whatnot. And now this year, he's been doing okay, but his game is like the Lakers and everybody else, inconsistent. Besides Anthony Davis, who's been doing primarily well this year. LeBron is LeBron. You know what you're going to get from LeBron. He's been in the league. When he got to turn up, he's going to turn up. But a lot of the players have been inconsistent a lot. Like they just don't do it on a regular basis. And I think one thing that's hurting the Lakers, and not to get on them, but we'll talk about them in just a sec, is that they don't want to buy in defensively. They really, not everybody wants to. Look, I get it. LeBron gonna give you what he can every blue moon, and he gonna have those lapses where he complain about a foul and give up a three. That's a typical LeBron Laker game. But what I don't get is the other players that don't have like Anthony Davis is the anchor. If he's the anchor and he's giving y'all all y'all can get, that should be the person that y'all use as y'all blueprint, as y'all, the model. AD out here doing things, we got to do those things too. And the fact that they don't do that on a consistent basis, I just feel like everybody wants to score on the Lakers. They don't want to really distribute the ball. Everybody, it's almost like this. And it's sad, it sucks because they allow it to happen, but it's like your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn.
They don't have a system. They don't have like a true go-to offense or whatever the case is. And this kind of ties into, so we talked about the top teams.
Yeah.
Who in the West is that sleeper team that you feel that can upset that top team and get to the finals? Like, not saying that they can, will, but who? You
mean like when you mean sleeper? Are you talking about within the
outside of the top 3 or 4. So,
you know what? I would say this.
The top 4 right now is Minnesota, OKC, Denver, Clippers. That's top 4.
In the West?
In the West.
You mean,
5 through 10.
Yeah.
Who in that 5 through 10 has the best chance, do you think, to get to the finals?
Of course, you got the Mavericks. Like,
and they're hooping. They just got ran though, but they hooping.
Yeah. And then you got Phoenix. Phoenix is you can't sleep on.
Depth.
I know, but you got 3 dudes. If they give you 80, 90, bro, all you need is a bench to give you another 20, dog. You straight, dog.
It's 110, 113.
That's 113, 120, bro. You figure it out. Here's my thing too, and I'm gonna say this.
Who's your team?
If I have to pick a team,
yeah,
right now is playing really, really well. Golden State.
Oh,
Golden State is playing extremely well.
Championship pedigree,
and they're getting back on their Golden State model. Like they are playing, and they're getting the young boys to do their thing. They got Draymond back, and they are looking really. They handing people 15, 20 piece losses. Mm-hmm. And I would say Golden State if I have to pick. But you know, as long as the King is still playing, dog,
always gotta give them a shot. They got to get in.
They've been there. They did it last year.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get a favorable matchup, and they can figure it out. I think if LeBron, if he can give me what he gave me on those games that he gave it to me, I'll be good.
So let me ask you this about the Lakers. So last year, LeBron got hurt,
right,
and he got the rest, but he heading into the playoffs, he wasn't healthy, like fully healthy,
right.
But he was rested,
yeah.
So he was able to give you a lot of minutes because he had been off for like a month, basically.
Right.
This year, barring anything crazy, he should walk into the playoffs healthy. Yeah. But has played more games.
Yeah.
How do you think that will play a role?
I think Bron has been playing, but he ain't been playing. I think he's been playing like Bron has this great veteranship. When he knows a game is out of reach, it's like, all right, bet. Unless he want to turn it on like he did for the Clippers game. Like when he want to turn it on, he turned. That was like, man, look, god dang it. Yeah. It's one of those things like I always got to do everything. Like
but I also feel like it was one of those situations where he hit those 2 and then he like cool because like you said, if he'd have missed those 2,
right?
Oh, he'd have been like.
But I think the mindset was when he saw one go in, he said, let me try that again.
Yeah.
And then when he saw the other one go, he said, oh, we got something here.
And then he hit 5, and he hit 5 in the 4th.
And so that's my thing. I feel like the Lakers, this has got to be their blueprint, and they got to figure out a way to hone in on this blueprint, and I think they'll win more games, is you got to continue to go through Anthony Davis, and you got to make him the workhorse. But it's the thing, though, and it's a gift and a curse, because it's like if you go too much to AD, because we've seen it time and time again. When we feel like we're overusing AD, eventually God forbid, but something happened. And so I think what the Lakers are trying to do, like, and it sucks, it's like get to the playoffs healthy. That's what they're trying to do. Is get to the playoffs with your key guys healthy enough to give yourself a shot.
And then everything else is just like, once we get there, we're figuring it out.
But we're going to see, man. At the end of the day, we still got a month. This is going to be a pivotal month for everybody in the NBA because everything is close.
March is interesting. Because we just started March.
Yeah.
This right here is going to separate a lot. Like the Lakers don't have to leave California to the end of March.
Right.
They don't have to leave California to the end of March.
Yeah.
This is a big stretch, but they got a lot of big games. They got Denver tonight. Next week they play Milwaukee.
Minnesota,
OKC, and it's one more team.
And then they play I think it's Phoenix or the Warriors, one of them.
That's a crazy stretch of games at home.
You gotta win. It's no more time for games. You gotta win, dog. You gotta at least out of those 5 games, you gotta go 3 out of 5. You gotta give me 3 out of 5. Yeah, that's the realistic thing. You gotta give me 3 out of 5.
They need this win tonight.
If they can win one tonight. They get the OKC one and Minnesota one or whatever, and then let's say have a blooper against Milwaukee or something. I can see that happening.
They got the Kings too.
Because I think
they got the Kings in Sacramento.
Because De'Aaron Fox is out, so I don't know how long he's out.
But they play Wednesday in Sacramento.
Yeah, and so. But we all know when AD plays Giannis, I don't know what it is about Giannis.
But he step up. AD be going. You look at you. You can go look at the stats. The last 4 times AD and Giannis has played against each other, AD has matched Giannis for the most part. You can look at the numbers.
The games
numbers
don't be
lie.
close.
What? The games have been close. The Lakers have split the last 2 seasons with Milwaukee. What you talking about? Last year, Milwaukee won in L.A. The Lakers won in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they had a good game. That was a good game. I saw that game.
The year before, the Lakers won in
They
LA.
lost in Milwaukee this year. I think they won in Milwaukee this year, didn't they?
I think they lost in Milwaukee this year.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they haven't played in Milwaukee yet. This will be the first time.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they play in Milwaukee after this stretch of home games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And so, anyway, man, we're going to see what happens. Y'all let us know in the comments, man. What do y'all think about the playoff picture? And then let's go to the culture, man, because we're right there.
Yeah.
You had a good culture topic. Let us know what's your culture topic.
I've been trying to figure out, how is it okay that Stella can get her groove back and nobody say nothing, but as soon as Johnny want to get his groove back, it's so frowned upon. So basically, the essence of this is, why are older women, going after some of these young Thundercat dudes not frowned upon, but men talking to younger women is kind of seen as predatory?
I don't know. It depends, because you see, I feel like,
or is it the status play a role?
no, because I kind of see it like it's the other way around, low key. It's like women who date younger dudes look frowned upon. But the dudes who date younger women is accepted, because you see it so much. You see a lot of these older dudes date real younger women.
Yeah, because they can still procreate.
I know, but what I'm saying is that
because the young women still got good eggs.
I get what you're saying. I hear all that,
but the older women,
you don't really. If you see a older woman dating a young dude, it's almost like, what you doing? That's a boy. That's a baby.
Because it's like, for example, the one that kind of had popped out and that was kind of mainstream a few weeks ago. It was got a little.
Talking about Jalen Green
and Drea.
Yeah.
And so that kind of started the trend. But it's some other ones out there I can't remember right now, but there's some other ones out there where it's like, girl, you 42.
What you mean? What that mean?
It's just, girl, you're 42.
For a young man to croak a 42-year-old, that's a trophy.
It is,
especially if she's a baddie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a trophy,
but it's not supposed to be, But that's a 20-year gap. What you want with the 22-year-old, 23-year-old?
Some meatballs. She wants some meat. She want that prime rib.
Hey, yo.
She want the
Thundercat.
This is
crazy.
I'm just being honest, man. Look. She want the Thundercat. She want the Snooty Fox. Why else would you want a 20-year-old?
She just wants somebody that can go a long time.
Not even a long time, because if you think about it, young dudes, they rabbit.
Yeah, they rabbit.
So
that's all I'm just saying.
So it ain't even about stamina.
It's just about
I just think it's a status. Like, you don't really see a lot of, for older women dating younger dudes. Like, you gotta be a top tier type of guy. Like, you attractive.
Yeah.
Where all of the young all the women want you. Yeah. But you got your eye on a little old thing. You know what I'm saying? And she the first thing she gonna hit you with, you young, I can't do that. You like my son age. Yeah. You gonna get that.
That's what she gonna say.
And then eventually,
I beat your son up.
And then eventually, right, you're going to get to the point where, if she going to talk to her girls about you, and she's going to be like, man, this boy, he like 20-something years old. Girl, that boy's a baby. Yeah. I know, but then once she show him, that's a grown man. Like, you see that? Girl, look, is he old? Is he 21? Yeah, he like 22. And then it's all fair game. So here's my thing. I think it because of who the person is why they're getting a lot of slack, because Drea been with a lot of other dudes, athletes that's already have a name. But you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, dog. My boy Jay Green is his own man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, bro, if you went in that thing with a potential chance, let's say Roggy Doggy, or you know what I'm saying, you had the Jimmy and
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying sometimes it look like, I look at it, especially so as you get older,
right?
It's not, I guess, as bad, right? It don't look as bad. But when you're younger, right? If you're the 21-year-old boy, you're the 17-year-old boy,
right?
And you crack the 21-year-old,
right?
It looked good. But when you flip that, you the 21-year-old boy, you crack the 17-year-old girl. It's like,
yeah, I mean,
you feel me? Like
no,
I feel like that's where
I get with that. Now that instance, that's more common because you see that because you feel like, yo, she's still a minor. She's still not.
But even if she was like, even if she 18,
bro,
and she like
legal.
26, 27.
Yo, if she 18 and she ready to give up that thing, bro, that's her choice. She a grown woman now. Well, she not legal. I think it's because she's not legal yet. She's not 21. Like if she's 21,
but you can graduate at 17 and be in college. I was 17 in college.
No, I understand that, but see, in college, you know, you experiment. Like like okay. How can I put? Now I can see if you was 18 and the dude was 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? And you croaking that. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So look,
you gotta be like, it's gotta be
this.
some kind of.
So 18 to 28 is a 10-year gap.
That's a crazy gap,
right? So what's the difference between 38 and 28?
Because it's a different.
You're more seasoned.
You're a little bit more seasoned.
You're a little more seasoned.
18 to 28.
You ain't got no season,
bro. You just fresh out the bag.
So 31
you just
to 20.
got unthawed. That's it. You just unthawed a little bit.
So 31 to 21, is that cool?
No, I feel like
so everything after 25.
Look. Here's it go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, there's people that like if you 21, like some people like that young. You know what I'm saying? That fresh of the fresh.
Yeah, listen.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not, as long as she's 21 and she agrees to that, that's her choice or whatever the case may be. If she fell for the smooth. You know what I'm saying? That's her choice at the end of the day.
Babe, if me being married and me looking back, and if I was the 34-year-old single DJ, what am I gonna do with a 21-year-old, babe? Ain't nothing I can do with a 21-year-old.
I mean, you can do a lot with a 21-year-old.
I mean, I know what I can do with a 21-year-old.
Not just sex-wise. I mean, here's the thing, though, because you got to think about this, bro. Like, you got to think about this. Like, some dudes like them young so they can mold them. So they can now I gotta be honest. A project. God damn. No.
I ain't got time.
No, I'm just saying. I'm being honest with you. Like she's untapped.
She's been tapped, but I know.
No, but she been tapped. But I'm saying some people ain't been tapped, dog. I mean, the chances of them being tapped. It's not as high, okay?
If she wants me at an older age,
no.
She's been tapped.
No, because I'm telling you, dog. That don't mean she been tapped. She been tapped. My dog said she's been tapped. No, but hear me out. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. I'm sorry. On the real, hear me out. Look, here's the thing. If a lot of dudes like older women because they try to mold them into the woman that they want them to be, right? Long term. So and they deal with the immaturity, the nonsense, just so they can get them right. Because if she's untapped or she only been tapped a little bit, it's like let's say you going to a new car lot, right? And she got probably like 20 miles on her.
Okay.
Somebody drove it, but it ain't got like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 miles on it.
You got to look at the year though.
It's a brand new. It's coming out. It's
it's a 23. Yeah. With only 12,000 miles.
No, bro, she on the lot still. You ain't gonna have 12,000 miles on the lot unless it's used. Unless it's used. I'm saying like brand new. Like you still
only time
people can still drive you.
Yeah, but only time it's been driven is by test driving it. Yeah, it ain't really left a lot.
It ain't left, but it got a couple times. Like somebody got in there a little bit.
Oh, I mean, see what it was like. Brand new car. I was talking about more of a 23. Somebody put a little 12,000 miles.
23, 24. You got about some miles on you, depending on the chick. Yeah, because some chicks
I was using your analogy of the car lot.
Yeah. If you're doing a lot and you talking to a young one, you hoping that she ain't got that many miles. Because most dudes ain't gonna wife somebody that's young that's already miled up.
That's mileage.
Yeah,
she's been on a few trips.
She's been on a lot of trips. They not gonna do that. They just gonna give her what she wanna.
You ain't gonna go ask if she been on a lot of trips.
You can tell.
You can just tell.
Yeah, there's different types of women that carry themselves differently. Like if you in them streets young, you can tell you in the streets young. Like your talk is different.
It is.
your talk is different
Way different.
if you've been flown out on some trips multiple times at a young age, and let's say you got some heavy hitters on your list.
Yeah, you talk different.
Your talk is different.
Yeah, you bragging a little
If you still a rookie and you still like ain't been touched like that, you be like, I don't know what that means. Like, what is that? Like, I've never been flown out. Like, who is? I'm not that type. You get this. Before. I'm not that type of girl. I don't fly. But once you get flown out,
listen, time out, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. The minute she says she not that type, she definitely is that type. The minute she says, I usually don't do this, that means she's been doing it.
Maybe that'd be what we do for the next coach. The top 5 things they say they didn't do, but they really did.
Or top 5 phrases.
Top 5 phrases that they say they didn't do, but they really did. I ain't never did that before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was too good.
But that's what I'm saying. I think, here's the thing. For me, where I'm at, I would like somebody like 26, 27. Yeah. I think if you're younger than my sister, it's hard. It's tough for me to, because I'm like you my sister age.
See, I'm at a disadvantage. I mean, I'm married now.
Yeah.
I'm married, but as I've gotten older, I become at a disadvantage because I got sisters that range from 23 to how old is my older sister? 37.
Yeah,
I got a good range. So 23 to 37. So it's just I'm
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to put age on the thing, but it's if you young and we talking or whatever the case may be, like I said, I don't really attract the young ones. To be honest, I think the young ones get attracted to a lot of the eye candy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been around some stuff and then they saw somebody and they got snatched up. Yeah, and or whatever the case may be. But I don't be in a lot of young functions like that to snatch a young.
Listen, they out there.
No, they are. They are out there. But my thing, I would say, at the end of the day, like, you know, if they're not legal, that's when it's predatorial for me. Like, if they're not 21, I feel like 18 is
no
still
matter
a
what,
baby.
either side.
Either side. If they're not 21, at least 21, I think that's predatory.
Because I was 16 and I cracked a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I hit a 35 when I was 16.
That's crazy.
I know it was, and I ain't gonna say no name because I ain't trying to get her to go there. But I was young. I was young and dumb and living reckless. And I was, you know, it was crazy. I really wasn't in the streets like that. But your boy was talking like I was in the streets because I knew what other people talk like.
I think my oldest, she was like 38, but I was 26.
Yeah, I got a 40-year-old on my list.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, it ain't pretty good because I supposed to wait to marriage.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Said I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
But like I said, before I was washed, your boy, your boy had some slick talk to wick talk. You know what I'm saying? Like my freshman year in college, I ain't proud of it.
We can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't. Because I can't. I don't really want to. Yeah,
I want to incriminate myself.
I saw something. But I want to leave y'all with something that I seen this week, and I feel like it's real. It's important.
Yeah, come on.
It's a quick little thing.
Tell him.
I seen something that said it was this preacher that was talking, and he said that a dude had asked him, do I have to stop smoking? Follow me on this. Do I have to stop smoking weed to go to church? And the dude kind of looked at him. And he kept asking him, like, do I have to stop smoking weed to come to church? And he kept looking at him. And his response was, do you need your car washed before you go get your car washed? Which means God is going to God just wants you to get here. Yeah. And then he will start getting rid of the stuff that you don't need anyway. Yeah. So just show up as you are. So what I'm getting at is you don't need to give up whatever it is before you turn your life, when you quote unquote start turning your life around. Yeah. Come in as you are. And the man above is going to work on you and get rid of whatever you don't need anyway. Right. So who you are, how you are, whatever the case is, present yourself. Right. Talk to him, build that, and then allow him to fizzle out what he doesn't feel that you need anyway, because that's what's going to happen. So don't be afraid because you feel like I'm just this person, I got these negative things, I'm this bad stuff. Right. That's okay because you're his child.
I think here's the thing too, and I think a lot of people, I think a lot of folks use that sometimes as a way to not go because they know if they do go, in order for him to move and rearrange some things, you have to allow him. Right?
True. Very much true.
And so my thing is, they know they're not ready to allow him to do that,
So
they're not ready to give that up. Because they know you gotta sacrifice, you gotta let it go.
Yeah.
In order for him to move it, you gotta submit and say it's yours.
Yeah.
I'm willing, and you know, I'm still work in progress.
Yeah.
But your mindset has to be wanting to change. You can't say, yo, I'm gonna come as I am, and I'm still smoking, and I'm going to church, and you doing it faithfully, not caring. Like, he gonna take me how I am, because people can flip that and be like, yo, he gonna take me how I am, man. I'm going to church. But if you really not going to try to better yourself and make that transition to be more like him, then
No, I was just saying. I just look at it like, you know, I hear what you say. I'm just saying when you feel that's the route you want to go,
right?
It's okay
to go
to allow yourself to go. You feel me? Like don't sit there and say I need to fix all these things for me to go.
Right.
Go with those things, because now you are allowing him to help you fix those things.
Because you can't fix them.
Because you can't fix them.
He will fix them if you let him.
If you let him. But
that's the big thing. You gotta let him fix the problem.
But you can go with them, and then like that. You don't have to sit there and say, "Well, I ain't going to church until I'm fully free of being a drug addict."
You ain't never going to church.
Like you ain't gonna never go, bro.
You ain't going.
You ain't gonna
because
go.
You're never gonna fully not be a drug addict until you go, because that lifestyle
it's still accessible. It's still easy. So that's kind of what I want to give the people, man, to walk away with. Just
definitely,
like that.
man. Definitely, that's always good, man. And so y'all know, you know what I'm saying. Be okay with being you, but be okay with also allowing changes to happen.
Facts.
Because we get so comfortable with our comfort, and we don't like that uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, we don't.
And when you walk into that house,
it's going to get a little uncomfortable.
It's going to be a little uncomfortable. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all let us know in the comments below y'all thoughts on all the topics we talked about. The draft, the fastest combine. Can you run the fastest combine? I don't know if you can or not. If you can, you shouldn't be watching. You should be playing, god dang it. But then you can watch on the rebroadcast. And then let us know about the NBA. Who's got the greatest chance? And last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Hey, should it be predatorial or not?
Yeah.
Is there an age requirement?
Is it okay for Stella to get her groove back?
Yeah.
But Jimmy can't.
Both get your groove back as long as it's legal. Like if you want to dip into some young chariot.
That little tap teriyaki.
That little tap. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Always remember to stay blessed,
yes,
man.
Sir.
And to talk that talk. Peace.